And now we've got with us a very special person indeed. Our special guest, our first special guest ever to come on the show from High Focus and anywhere else he's been. It's the man himself, Mr. Edward Scissor Tongues.
Yes. What's going on?
Oh, we're doing well, sir. How are you?
I'm good. Got a little bit lost, but we're here.
It's one of them places where it's easy to lose yourself.
Well, thank you, Remus, for coming and finding me.
That's it. So, how's things looking on Having Better Luck Next Life?
Yeah, that's been a journey and an adventure, man. I'm kind of done with that record.
Yeah, you've moved on to new pastures.
It's all love. Obviously, I had a whole shit ton of fun promoting it and touring it and running around the place causing mischief with it and through it, but we're busy on some next type. Yeah,
you've moved onwards now. So what is it the future's got in store for us regarding you and your movements?
Well, 2014 starts with the launch of the Theremin EP, which is something I've been labouring over for the last sort of 12 months. I wanted to push it out quickly after Better Luck Next Life, but that never happens.
Never does.
March is the month. At some point in March when it's coming out, which I'm happy to announce as a stone cold fact. So yeah, 12, 13, 14 months in the making, and that's ready to pop. And then subsequently, me and Jan Baxter have also been labouring, building bricks on another project, which we're going 50-50 on, called Laminated Cakes, produced entirely by Ghost Town.
Okay, that sounds exciting.
And that's obviously something that Your Fine Self is involved in.
Yeah.
Including like Dirty Dyke, obviously, because he's never knocking on the door.
Family.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So yeah, Theremin EP, quickly followed by Laminated Cakes, and then I'm busy penning, recording, sort of thinking about another solo record. So that'll come out come the end of the year, hopefully. So hopefully 3 releases come 2014, and then I'm adamant that everyone in the Contact Play gang has to get together and make that second Contact Play record.
That would be interesting as well.
Which is what people seem to be asking for.
Demanding, yeah.
And I feel like, we should probably flog that dead donkey before it's...
before it comes back to life.
Before it's underground and resurrecting itself.
Exactly.
So calling all Contact Play people, sort your fucking shit out.
That's it, Contact Play guys. The word is there. You're being called upon, man. So you've got some music to play us. You've got a new song to play us.
I have, yeah. I've got the lead track from the Theremin EP to play.
Okay.
Which is called Theremin.
So JCA's got that. We're gonna go into the new exclusive. You heard it here first type stuff.
Jeez.
Ed Scissor Tongues, Theremin.
The car's on fire. No driver at the wheel. And we're on so many drums with the radio on and the curtain is drawn. We're trapped in the belly of this horrible machine. And the machine is bleeding to death. It went like this.
Deep in the mystic pit, deeper than I've ever been. Deeper than the anabolic fetuses that never dream. Deeper than the feeble little carcasses that never scream. The silence of the lambs inside the guillotine. Even if an atom bomb was soaring to a setting scene, I'll be walking onward till the laser beams envelop me. Walking onward till the shrapnel takes my face off me. Walking onwards, mankind versus grey machines. Never face defeat, never let the doom set. Never dig a deeper hole, settle where the gun's kept. Every single moment in this epoch is not done yet. Every single organism twitching as the sun sets. And as the sun bled and ran red, the birds saw the flames and abandoned the love nest. The seasons deleted the seeds as the legions of people bereaved all the evil what come next. It came forth shining on horizons. Turrets on the 4th floor crystallized in silence. Word on the street is the death is their assignment. Lasers and nerve gas methods to divide us. Every single human being, every single one of us. Every single heart was beating faster than a fizzing slug. And so we battled for 100 months. Molecules in bark took hold and now your lungs are fucked. $100 doesn't mean shit now. A dozen canned goods for a dozen man. Sit down and pipe up. Join hands and cry blood. Ask for forgiveness, resistances rise up. 2x4s meet metallic skulls and rebound like 2-point layups in a drunken little street fight with 2 prime suspects in a tunnel vision treehouse with 2 types of honey in the belly of the beehive. And now the president's on speed dial, reading from the pages of his gold leaf Bible book, sending out a message to the front line to keep up the good work and pray that the mothership will lead goods. Warheads to force fields light up the sky like gunpowder plots on the 4th of July. But the force field stays strong, foreign metal sweating under rockets, information like swans in the night time. And demise tastes real in the blood bank. Triple O negative is running low and hearts need the sustenance to beat back. Foraging for berries in these bleak black tunnels of this monolithic heat tank. We sank deeper than the sun is affirmed. The bleak heat had descended as the populace burned. Stood looking for an echo as these colonies churn the sky yellow. The merriments of Montgomery Burns. Top Gun, Tom Cruise, pilots shot down. Corkscrews punishing this lifeless plumage. I saw hundreds pulled apart by their ribcage. Man grew haggard, grew bloated by the bruises. And this mere flesh here, this mere flesh wasn't built like a 9-foot cyber savage stalking. It wasn't built like a fine-tuned sentinel with fume vents zigzagging faster than endorphins. Right hook swinging like a bag full of spanners, straight glimmering in colour till the blood grew later than the pistons that churned at the summit of the balance, kept turning and moving and heating and burning. Slugs from the parapet, nothing to the 10-speed, quaking in your boots with a trench-foot bulbous. Celebrating Polaroids of generation gaps in this minute, every minute just a minute from the landslide. Light up the sky, hang out in the mines. Put 5 bullets in your family tonight. Say why, oh why did the maker decide that this android telephone arrived here tonight? Light up the sky, hang out in the mines. Put 5 bullets in your family tonight. Say why, oh why did the maker decide that this android telephone arrived here tonight?
We're trapped in the belly of this horrible machine. No driver in the wheel. We're trapped in the belly of this horrible machine. And the machine is bleeding to death.
Room 808.
Yeah, welcome people. So today we're going into room 808. We're going to have to introduce this to you. I'm sure a lot of you have seen on one of those companies run by pedophiles, a TV show called Room 101. Well, this is the exact same thing, where we have our guests come and have 2 things they would like to nominate to be thrown eternally into the pits and doldrums, the Dante's Inferno of Room 808. And today, obviously, as you know, we got our special guest, Ed Scissor Tongues.
What?
And he's brang along, well, not brang along literally, you know what I mean, but he's brang along in his mind 2 things he's going to nominate to push into room 808. The first 2 things we're going to think about putting in there. So, Ed, my brother, what's the first thing you would like to nominate for 808 and why?
Well, firstly, I wish I could have brought this thing along so it could have been physically thrown in, but unfortunately it's a big, filthy, scumbaggy football team that you literally can't carry down the street. I wish I could. And it's not even a beef thing, it's not a problem. I don't have an issue with Tottenham Hotspur Football Club. I'm a bit saddened and a bit appalled by their most recent efforts to step to the Gooners by spending over £100 million on foreign football players and still playing extremely awful soccer. So yeah, the first thing that I'd like to throw into room 808 with your permission is Tottenham Hotspur Football Club and their most recent lackluster efforts on the football field.
Okay, so guys, I mean, I know we have some avid Arsenal people in the room anyway, so I mean, I'm not a massive football stalwart myself, so can I put a whole football club in room 808 and go home today without being attacked by Tottenham militants? You think we'll be alright? Because, you know, generally I think any football team can get put in room 808, man. So I kind of think Tottenham Football Club, I'm afraid.
Green light, go.
That's it, you're gone. Never to be seen again, man. we'll have your sponsorship happily. And we'll put that into it, FM, no doubt. What do you think, management, eh? Yeah, no. We'll be flying Emirates on Tottenham's expense, no doubt. So listen, it's all a bit of fun and humour. Please don't get offended, people. I really don't want to get into arguments about football.
Just to reiterate, it's not an issue with the club. It's an issue with the club's recent efforts to be better than what they previously were and failing miserably on all fronts.
There you go.
So it's something that they need to take in and look deeply in the mirror and really figure out what the hell is going on with that, because that's not right.
That is deep science, politics,
true as well.
And it's the truth. So yeah, in that case, we're happy to exterminate you twice for your misethical selves. And now then, the second thing you'd like to nominate and hope to get put in Room 808 is what?
Well, the first one that was successfully just administered was it's a long burner. That's like something I've been dealing with for a little while. But the second thing, I thought I'd put something that was fresh in my mind that I was recently disgusted with. And that happened to be the Michael Jackson documentary, Is This It?, that I was forced into watching by my girlfriend over Christmas. And let me tell you something, like, this documentary is wrong on a trillion levels. Firstly, you're watching Michael Jackson, the pseudo-convicted paedophile, shimming around the stage on his last living legs, looking like a skinny, frail, old-age pensioner, still trying to pull the moves but failing miserably. Secondly, the guy that directed it is the guy that put all the money into his final tour, which he was never physically capable of doing because he was so smacked out on prescription drugs. Thirdly, you see all these dancers crying their eyes out because they've been given the dream opportunity to dance with Michael on the same stage, and then he just died 2 weeks later. So that documentary, hands down, is the most disgraceful thing I've seen in the last 6 months, and I'd like to discard that deep into the flipping realms of Room 808.
That to me sounds like an easy thing. I kind of think anything Michael Jackson gets.
I actually worked in a cinema on the release date of that, so that can go in there. That can go in there for sure.
So I mean, for me, as much as Michael's been involved in some great music, his ethics have earned him the right to dwell forevermore in Room 808. So I think we need to
Locate, exterminate.
And that's that. You're gone, Mark. You're gone.
Finish.
So thank you for that, Ed Scissor Tongues.
Thank you
we've
so
got
much.
a couple more of your songs to go into, which we're all enjoying listening to a great deal.
Yeah, I got a little live shimmy to do for you guys.
Exactly. This is what my DJ was just informing me. So the telekinesis is working deep in the studio tonight. We're doing this on a special level. So all you listeners out there, all you lucky fans, you're about to go in to Ed Scissors, taking you on a lyrical voyage somewhere where your mind wouldn't expect to go on a Friday afternoon.
This is completely live, people. Don't think any of this is recorded. We're doing this straight up live.
Yeah,
Unrehearsed.
Chester and Remus show.
Yes. You can tell it's live because I'm going to mess it up in a million moments, but it's all good. The previous tune wasn't an exclusive. Should have probably told the gang that, but this one is. Unless you see me play at maybe 3 shows in Australia. Well. Calculators in the bar, fizzling and shorting out. Crunch numbers in the steam before it powers down. I took a call from a man preaching the words of our father, not religious, but I heard him out. The phone line was humming like the lo-fi drubbings of a ghost like Swayze. I remember the sentiment he was getting out, but the exact words that he used still evade me. It was something about the punishments bestowed upon the shoulders of the troubled and lost. And as the calculator burned and cracked, fist turned and snapped, I saw life for what it was upon this spinning rock. A big bang beginning could then bring back the living when the guillotine sharp and commences swinging faster than hell for leather. I've dealt with every pastor that gave me tenure, but then the darkness enters. So I'm back at the drawing board. I toured the floor, scratching thoughts like a lord of war. Midterm before scars perform report. Crate loads of guns, bullets hum, the world is yours. 1,000 lives sat on a spinning drum. Fuck the white flag swinging man, give me one. Let me crunch the numbers one last time, just to certify there's enough carnage for everyone. One book, one mic, one life, one letter line scribe, one fuse wire, one first class stamp, send it on. Mr. Letter Bomb, the warm stench of fresh death in the setting sun. Fresh death setting sun. Each phase is wonderful. Schizophrenic discourse, dealing with the numbers.
You are tuned in to the Chester and Remus show. Edward Scissor Tongue, right in the building, live. It's our live session. Starting your Friday night off righteous.
Yeah. I put the phone down, I hung it up. I can't quite remember. I returned to the annals of this great adventure. As my world spanned like bastions, an abacus shifted, all the pieces just left of center. Can you see your lifeline thriving, or the outline mimings of a nailed up coffin top? Crystallized on the tic-tac-toe tag team trade blows, cause SummerSlam is kicking off. And the coroner is hollowing your innards on an operating table laced with instruments and bottled gods. The music, scream sounds a lot like singing when the demons are about and up to not a lot. So pop your cogs and preserve your life in a fossil rock. It's like all of the lies that my brain stores inside, the designs to remind us of all of the signs lead to what we lost. The Renaissance forevermore. All I'm selling is repentance to men at war. 5 people in the queue, where's the exit door? Man, Scissor Tongue's a genius, what were you selected for? In the snowdrift of a silver haze, pretty patterns, pity patter in the crystal maze. The same process, repeat the steps till the outcome is foolproof. Ladders into outer space. And no, I don't know this road, but the darkness that envelops each step seems fraught with danger. Let me size up the saga in bars and a quick set of numbers, man, I'll stick them in the calculator. Stick them in the calculator. Do what I've got to do. Speak to the streets tonight. Surrogate the rotten truth.
Yes, people, you're in tune. HFM, the Chess and Ream show. DJ JTA and special guest for the day, Ed Scissor Tongues. Playing you some of his exclusive music.
Flatline like frisbees, skimming through the vortex. Get born, breathe, live, die, happen, get done. It all seems silly when you're cast out like little bits of litter, making killings at the city dump. And this fine ruby was cast from the flesh when the wind speed was turbulent and meddlesome. But the wind soon waned and the slipstream changed course, just another mortal in the kettle drum. The town is gonna talk about our first fling, when the battlements are breached, when the hearse swings around the corner of the street in which I lie in a rigor mortis episode. Document the morning. Dot dash said the siren on the telephone. A long lost labyrinth of tyrants are awaiting you in a hopscotch valley full of lava lakes and terror drones. Stop start belly of the carnage that we're racing through. Begs the question, what would our savior do? He'd take it on the chin like a gentleman, but this type of questioning, it doesn't mean shit till you're knee deep spilling out your sins inside the vocal booth. That's what I'm trying to do. It's good for you, a little bit of honesty to trade with all the fucking lies, to spin apart the many mechanisms thriving in the makeup of my metal heart, the sparking in my state of mind. Just shut the fuck up and make a date with darkness. You sowed the seeds for this great macabre. Dip your toes till they're fizzling in leaks of lava. Ask a stupid question and get a stupid answer. Shut the fuck up, make a date with darkness. You sowed the seeds for this great macabre. Dip your toes till they're fizzling in leaks of lava. Ask a stupid question and get a stupid answer.
Jesus.
You are tuned in to the Chester and Remus show. That was Edward Scissor Tongue. Not Esward Scissor Tongue. Edward.
Ebenezer Scissor Flange in the building.
That's it, man.
Trust me, high focus in the building.
So, Ed, you were recently touring Australia with your High Focus companions.
Yes, we certainly were.
You know, obviously, I saw a lot of what I saw on Instagram. Dyke posting a lot of his photos as he does, and it looked like a lot of fun. I mean, what was it like for you guys out there? How did you find it?
Yeah, it was unbelievably cool. Unreal, in fact, at times. You know, like screaming, crying kids, teenage kids grabbing your ankles, screaming and crying. That becomes yeah, strange to say the least. After the second or third time.
What, like Justin Bieber screaming?
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like the Beatles, mate.
I mean, obviously most of that was directed at Dirty Dyke because he's the most charismatic and good-looking member in the crew. But yeah, it was bonkers. I never thought I'd ever go there, so I feel incredibly blessed to have been able to fly the other side of the planet to like play rap songs to people. So,
it's wonderful what hip hop can do for you, isn't it?
Amen. Yeah,
truly.
Yeah, I want to shout out all the guys I went with because they're all top blokes.
Top guys, all
Big
the High
Flipper,
Focus bunch, man.
Dirty D,
Here, all
Jan
of them.
Baxter, and DJ Sammy B-Side, who didn't just text me to ask for a shout out. Know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shout out to B-Side, man.
Shout out
Every
Sammy.
time,
Sammy.
And Andre Dande, of course.
There you
Boom
go.
Bap professional.
Leaf Dog, Rag and Bone Man, everyone, all the High Focus lot.
Yeah,
man.
all the gang.
Wonderful job, man. So, I mean, is the new project due out on High Focus?
Yeah, High Focus is back in the Ferryman EP as and the same as Laminated Cakes. They're both coming out on High Focus Records. Fingers crossed my next record isn't too wildly experimental to scare off my friends and label mates.
Yeah.
But then again, I'm not going to make music to cater for their faces. I'll do it for myself. Do you know what I'm saying?
Sometimes it's an internal working, isn't it?
That's
really?
it.
It definitely is. Truly is, man. So, I mean, you got videos lined up for it all?
Yeah, videos are currently in process. Nothing's been shot yet for the thing that's coming out in March for the Theremin EP, but I've been making power moves, drawing for like certain links in the family and stuff that are definitely going to be making for strong music videos.
Ah, that's good.
So it's definitely happening soon, and yeah, we've got to get it going before March, middle of March. So yeah, got to get my act together.
Yeah, man. So have you got another track for us to hear?
Do you know what? That's all I
That's
bought.
everything you've got. Well, okay, if you want to round it all up for the day and just tell us, you know, what you foresee for yourself, how you're feeling about everything right now. You know, everyone, there's always some kind of talk, no matter where you go, about how do you feel about the industry and this, that, and the other. And you know, I know a lot of people who just work hard and get on with it. They really that kind of questions are silly to them because it's the same old scenario. You just got to work hard and get on with it. So I know that's the work ethic of most of us guys and High Focus and so on. But for real, like, if you could sum up how you feel about yourself, your position in hip hop in the world, as it is a universal thing to you, clearly, you know, just tell us where you're standing right now and what you feel like it is and what you feel like it means to you in the world.
Well, you know, you could take that question and answer it in two different ways. One, talk at length about all the problems and all the idiots that are making rubbish music or doing stupid things, but that's kind of the silly option. Option B is just to, you know, be really happy with the position that I'm at, enjoying what I'm doing, being surrounded by a gaggle of ridiculously inspiring people who are, you know, I'm not just linked to musically, like they're all my best mates. So to be on a roster of artists that are all best mates as well as creative heads is a blessing, and I'm appreciating that every single day. Yeah, I'm just looking to push forwards, not just in terms of the music that I'm making in terms of releases, but like the music that I'm making in terms of the music that I'm making, like seeing people singing their hearts out on songs makes me want to sing my heart out on songs, so I might give that a little stab here and there. Don't ask Chemo to send you through the bootlegs of the failed attempts thus far, but yeah, I'm going to get involved in some crazy stuff like that, and I've got mad ideas for videos, and I've got mad ideas for short stories and scripts and all sorts of weird and wonderful stuff, man. It's just it's like there's no limit to this until you don't enjoy what you're doing, and currently I'm enjoying every single second. So yeah, I'm a happy bunny. That's
good. That is wise words, man. Very good answer. Very good answer. I enjoyed that. All right, people, you've been in tune to the Chess and Ream Show, Itch FM, DJ JCA, and our special guest Ed Scissors.
Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, I know. If he could hear you, you'd be making some noise for him, man. So we're in there making some noise.
It's been a pleasure.
Big up Jess Gebhardt as well, my beautiful girlfriend. Know what I'm saying?